This call is being recorded.
This is Jeffrey.
Hello, Jeffrey. This is
Hello.
Sima.
Is it Christina?
Sima, S-I-M-A.
Okay. S-I-M-A. Okay, great. We're waiting for, and your last name is, Yazdani?
That's correct.
Okay. I work with Marshall. Marshall's, be on the line soon here. Just waiting for people to log in a bit.
So this is only on conference call today, right? It's not in person?
No. There, in a few weeks, there's going to be an in-person. We're trying to put together something in person, just so people can, maybe ask questions they don't get asked, or they get, their questions answered a little bit better. That'll be in a few weeks. But this will be just a conference call, and the idea is to share some ideas, convenient for people to you don't have to leave your house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. I just want to make sure I didn't miss it because I thought originally I had to go to Palo Alto.
No. We are planning some in-person things. It's the basic idea is to call in and Marshall will explain. He should be on the line soon, but he'll explain the process and he's going to present some ideas. There's a little bit of homework, and that's basically it.
Okay.
I guess we're just a little bit early here. Are you calling in from Escondido?
From East Bay, San Francisco.
Oh, East Bay. Yeah, your phone is from Escondido, it says.
No, okay. I'm calling on my computer, so
sure.
I can.
I grew up in San Diego. Did you live down in San Diego for a while?
No, just visited my daughter.
Oh, okay.
So is that where that city is? Escondido. I see. So I'm gonna call from my landline.
Okay.
Conference now. This conference is being recorded by the organizer.
Okay, that's Seema, that's yours. Your number is calling from Pleasanton, the 4954 number. No.
Hello.
Hello, this is Jeffrey.
Is this the seminar?
This is, who are we talking to?
God, I can't even hear. A horrible reception.
Okay, Marshall will be on the line just in a moment.
Okay, so I'm calling back in.
Okay, Seema.
What's going on? It's room 1010. Here we are.
Hello. Hello. Who do we have on the call?
I have here Seema Yazdani.
Hello. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Okay. So I appreciate you making it today. So I see a few other people are on the call now. We're probably going to get a few more. So I wanted to see who had the home. Did you get the homework? Did everybody get the copy of the homework?
On the email, yes.
Okay. All right. Here's a couple more that have joined. So so we're talking about the homework. And does anybody have something that's happened recently since we started talking about this conference, between our last event and this? What's happened in your life? Anybody want to share something that's been going on? Accomplishments, success stories? Hello, Alan?
Yes.
Okay. We're talking about success stories between the last event and the conference. Does anybody have a success story they want to share? So one at a time.
I'm trying to remember that once.
Okay. Yeah, go. Who's this? Who's speaking?
That was Mary.
Mary. Okay. Hi, Mary.
Yeah.
So do you have
Related to my startup? I mean, to my product idea? No, I haven't.
I wanted to hear about success stories you've had since the Smart Money event and this call. Anything that's happened, success stories.
Well, I've got a book that's getting published, so that's kind of nice.
Okay, great.
It's a teen story. It's an animal story, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Anybody
kind
else?
of a little patron.
Anybody else have a success story?
Yeah, Alan here. I have a success story.
Okay.
I had just recently got over really being down with my business and personal events, and really wasn't doing too well. And suddenly, in the past week or so, I'm working better than I have in months and months and months and years. And I think it's just because of thinking better and wanting to do the right thing.
Okay, really great news. Thank you for sharing that. So anybody else have something they want to share, or are we good? Hello? Go ahead, Mary. Who's speaking?
This is Seema.
Sheila? Okay.
Seema.
Emma. Okay.
Yeah, I was nominated for the Grace Hopper Women in Computing Award. So I was nominated among 3 people. We'll see who wins, but that was a good recognition by my organization.
Cool.
That's really great. Congratulations. Okay, and someone else wanted to talk? Did I hear another voice?
Hey, Marshall, this is William.
Hi, William. Thanks for being on the call.
I hear some feedback from your end, Marshall.
Okay. Is anybody hearing feedback?
Oh, a little Rin Tin Tin? A little bit.
Okay.
Like an echo, everything I say is repeated.
Okay, so we're on a new system here called Uber Conference, and we're still working out the bugs on it.
Sure.
Appreciate your consideration, and Jeffrey here is our technical guy. He'll be able to figure out things after the call what we need to do. It sounds like it stopped all of a sudden, but the device we're using is called uberconference.com, and it's free, or you can have a free version or paid version. And everybody's welcome to sign up on Uber Conference. And if you do that, then you're going to be able to see people's names and interact with them a little bit more on the call. So you could sign up on your computer, and there's a little bit more that you'll get out of doing that. So that's just an option. It's uberconference.com. Did everybody get that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, good. All right. So the homework was about what your business provides to customers. So we're not saying what you're going to do, what you're planning to think about or doing, or what the device is. We're saying what, and then we also prefaced it with a little bit of work on your mission statement and setting goals. But ultimately, it's about one thing: what does your business provide to customers? Can anybody address that for me?
I can easily do that. This is Alan.
Okay, Alan.
My business, Alan Smith Graphic Designer, designs websites for business, companies, consultants, and startups, and this includes graphic design and branding.
Okay, great. Thank you for volunteering to say that. But what does their business provide? I mean, that's what you do. That's what you do. What you do is you provide this service. But what does it provide for the customer? What do they get?
I wish I could put that into words.
Well, that's why we're here.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I want you to get. That's a real important thing to know. So, what does your business provide for customers? So, the other question would be, why would somebody want to do business with you?
Okay. I think the best thing that I can say is that it provides website design, but it allows the client or the customer to work directly with a person rather than, an offshore online cookie cutter outfit.
Okay.
So essentially they get the chance at working directly with the designer and get to incorporate their buyers' wish list and ideas into the website, into the design process.
Okay. All right. So they get to deal directly with you rather than some offshore company. They're actually interacting more. It gives customers a chance to interact with you. And that's
yes, and actually that's what clients tell me. We like you because we can see you and know who I am and where I am. And
okay.
I do meet with them in person.
So your business provides a personalized service that they can deal with you directly.
Yes.
Is that fair enough to did I get that right?
Yes, that's yes, true.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else want to take a stab at that? What does your business provide to customers?
This is Seema.
Hi, Seema.
Basically, our business connect online buyers and sellers, basically online to offline. provide them with what they want, and when they want it via a refined database, at the same time taking a percentage of each qualifying sale that goes through our ecosystem.
So what does the customer get by using you?
They don't have to basically go through a lot of search results online. They get a screened, vetted, and recommended a set of products and services that maps better to their preference, to their local, to basically considering their location and their preference.
Okay. So what I hear is it makes it easier for customers to do business and locally and also understanding what their preferences are. Did I get that right, or do you want to add something to that?
No, basically, yes, just connecting consumers to providers, considering the preference and profile of both ends. And rather than they try to find each other through lots of search results.
Okay, so you connect the suppliers to the providers without a lot of search results, and it's more convenient and it's easier to use. And that's what you provide to customers.
Exactly, easy and convenience and more accuracy. Exactly.
And more accurate. Okay, got it. So that's really great. You guys did a great job. Congratulations. That's just exactly what we want to talk about. So it's not always easy to say it like that, but what you want to understand at the end of the day is why people want to do business with you, what they want to hear, and that's where we're going to go from there. Once you have defined what people really want, then they're going to be interested in what you have to say. So without explaining what a lot of people will do, I hear this all the time. It doesn't say, I'm not saying it's a giant mistake, but it is a mistake that people try to explain their product. You first thing you need to do is you need to explain what your business provides for customers. Why do people want to listen to what you're going to say next? So by establishing that, if you're talking to the right people, they're going to be engaged with you immediately. So do you ever get what I'm saying? Does everybody get what I'm saying?
What the benefit is, what's the benefit for them?
The what's in it for me thing. Does that sound familiar? What's in it for me? Hey, got it. All right. So personal development, your work. The good news is that you set it as a goal. You make a plan. You work on it every day. And in 5 to 7 years from now, you're going to be in the top 10% of your field. In that amount of time, you're going to be in the top 10% in your field. Through personal development, you're going to be one of the highest paid, most respected people in your career. You are going to be enjoying the great results and the rewards of being top performers in your business through your hard work. This is who you're going to be. Remember this. Absolutely remember this. Nobody's better than you. Nobody's smarter than you. And nobody's doing it better than you. The only difference is they may have started it earlier. What you have is different from what everybody else has, and you do what you do better. Do not try to copy what you see others do. Learn from what others do, but don't try to copy it. What you do becomes its own core ability. So it's the one you were born with. No one can be you, because remember, you're the only you in existence. You're the only you that was ever born and ever will be. You are the person. So the more of you that is you, the more successful you're going to be. And there's no limits to this, except the limits you place on yourself and in your own thinking. It's the very fact that others have been able to excel in the field after starting off in the field with no experience or skills is proof that you can excel in any field you choose as well with a little effort. Your real job is to put you first. Get people that support you and work on yourself and commit yourself to this lifelong learning process. So I would like for everybody to resolve today to develop the habit of personal excellence and focus all of your energies on joining the top 10% of people in your field. Once you do that, your entire future will be different and you will become unstoppable. So, I know Daria just joined us. Welcome, Daria.
Okay.
So we're talking about what it takes to be 10%. You're in the top 10% of your fields. You're already there. You just got to remember that. There's nobody but you. So we'll talk about success factors. So you can begin to frame what you have and what you want to consider. So education-wise, education could be what you learned in school, what you've learned through hard work, things you working with other people. Education, the highest paid people earn more in knowledge-based society because of you, and you're increasing your own personal value. So education increases your personal value. And another success factor is skill. Your ability and your level of ability in the field is going to determine your success and how your skills are going to be developed. Number 3, contacts. People or persons who open doors. The number of people you know that like you are going to support you. Your network to be successful is to get contact information and provide something of value to the people you're in contact with. Number 4, cash reserves. Money in the bank is freedom. If you're broke, if you don't have much money to work with, it limits your choices. Doesn't say you don't have them, but it limits your choices. Freedom is about options and opportunity. So save however much you're able. It's a habit that exceeds having money. Number 5, work smart. Examine time invested and the cost. Make a list and set goals and priority. Advanced planning saves time and execution. So take time to plan what you're doing and understand the costs involved. PMA, positive mental attitude. It reduces time to reach your goal. It's all about you and how you react. It's your thoughts, your actions. It's what you're doing and what you're getting out of it. Ask yourself, what do you have now? What you have is a result of your actions and thoughts to this day. And that's what you have. Number 7, positive image. The way you look, your body language, your physical ability, your language, how you speak, and your appearance are noticed by other people. It's how you communicate about your own competence. And if you're confident, you're going to be understood. Number 8, creativity. Think better, easier, less work. One good idea is all you need to make the difference. Number 9, character. Most important of all, everything comes down to this one thing. Do what you say you will do and keep your promise. Tell the truth. Integrity is everything. Without that, the rest of those things collapse. So starting and building your business, what you need to run a successful business. 80% of the businesses that succeed have experience in areas such as contracts, leases, sales, and business development. 46% fail because of poor cost control. That's in sales, marketing, cost control. Success is a factor of cost management and not luck. Anybody hear something about that? What I just said? So it's not a matter of having money as much as it is how you spend it, how wise you spend it, and how you're controlling your costs. Okay, next is changing results quickly. There's one reason overall that other people call on me for help, it's almost always they're saying, we need money. I always hear this. We need money. We're looking for money. There's nothing wrong with this. I mean, that's really what it's all about. So the one thing that fascinates me when people say this, that it's almost directly connected right after that. They said, we need money to hire marketing people to create sales. So as I said in the seminar, and I like to say over and over, everybody in a business is in the business of marketing and selling. If not, then the company is not a business. So you are the number one marketer and the number one seller of your company at all times. It may be your idea, but you're also the strongest advocate of your idea. There's no one that can explain it any better than you can. So why are money results bad? Why don't you have the money? Why is the money not there for you? It's always a good start with this conversation to explore the ways to raise money, but oftentimes that you'll fall short and of solutions and advice people offer you, because you hear people talking and you say, oh, well, that sounds like a good idea. This sounds like a good idea. But in truth, these people that you're hearing talking, maybe even talking directly with you, may have no intention to help you or consider you. They're just giving you information. So you're not looking for information. You're looking for results. So the idea is like these pseudo advisors are misleading, because they'll say things like, hire the right team. In other words, hire my friends that need jobs, or I want to sell you my friends that need to work for your company because they're going to make a lot of money, and we're going to give you money, and we're going to make money off the money that we give them, and so on and so on. So another one you hear is show me the revenue. Can you show me sales revenue or market demand? And that's more of a reasonable thing, because everybody at the end of the day wants to see those two things. They want to see potential revenue, potential market demand, or they want to see actual revenue. Those are the most critical items of all. And how you do that to people that want to put money into you, if you're looking at investors, is everything. Now, everybody can do this. Everybody can have a strong statement around this, but it's learning how to say this and say it so that you're believing what you're saying. Generally, we retain about 10% of what we read, about 20% of what we hear, 30% of what we see, and 50% of what we hear and see. 70% of what we say, and 90% of what we say and do. So people that you're trying to either convert to customers, investors, or whatever you're doing, it's not about what they can read about you, what they can hear about you. It is what you can get them to act on. So once they're actively participating with you, physically, mentally engaging with you, they're 90% more likely to remember what you're talking about. So one of the basic ideas is to create an impression that people are going to remember. You want to give them something to remember you by. And you don't get them to remember you by telling them a bunch of stuff. You get them to remember because you're interacting with them and they're participating in what you say. So getting started, when you start evaluating the options and you start stacking and replacing your presentation or modifying it, this is a lengthy process. It's not easy. It's not cheap. Slashing costs in this area can be not to your advantage. So you might even want to arrange some outside help or training. And this could be generally a good value for you, but it's not necessarily everything. It's not the complete answer. It's just one of the things you want to consider. So at the end of every training session, I hand out homework. Almost without exception, you get a comment along the line, somebody needs to play their part too. We need to go deeper, or the individual needs to make this happen is always the answer. So whether you start whether you start or getting closer to the facts, it's often discover the missing part, or the worse, the blaming. It isn't going to address some deeper underlying problem. So we all have things that we work with, and we say, I need to do more of this, or I'm not doing that right. That's totally not what it is. Consider you're already doing everything right, and consider that you're already on the right track at all times, and nobody else is doing anything wrong, and everything is going the right direction, and you're going to be heading the right direction. So I'd like to say, as much as 80% of the companies, there's absolutely nothing missing. And actually, you have everything you possibly could ever want to be completely 100% successful, apart from a lack of motivation, maybe some training, and support. Those three things, motivation, training, support, are more likely underlying problems. So it's more often that we're being asked to accomplish something with loosely defined objectives. So we talked about it in the beginning. We said, what is it your business provides for customers? We got to focus on what that is. That's the objective. The objective is what we're providing, what the value is for the customer. Because without this, we're just a nebulous bunch of mysterious buyers in what's called a Me Too market. Has anybody heard this term Me Too before?
Yeah, it's on the bottom of my shoes.
The Me Too. That's right.
Yeah,
it is in the
brand.
it is in the bottom of your shoes. That's a good place to look. So let me explain what that is, because you may recognize yourself doing this. This is something you don't want to do, okay? And I'll explain a little bit more about it. But it says that it's the tactic of a seller who attempts to avoid losing market, in other words, losing a sale, to a competitor by offering a product that is a copy of the competitor's product. So you say, mine is the same as blank. For example, many people know about the Clear dishwashers. I got the new Clear dish detergent that's on the shelves now. And all these other competitor companies are offering similar. They're going Clear detergent. So if you're selling to a customer and you're saying you should buy our product, and we have the Clear detergent now, just like so-and-so has. So what you're also tempted to do is cut costs. And by cutting costs, I mean you're not willing to advertise the fact that you have a Clear product, but what you're saying is it's the same as the other Clear product. You're saying it's the same as, or maybe it's better. But you're saying you're doing comparison. That's called the Me Too. So, as I said before, you can't copy anybody else, because your copied version is going to be exactly who you are. You're going to be something different. You need to keep focusing on what you do that's different and the advantage to what you do. And as we talked at the beginning, you begin to see that you have unique values. What you do is not what everybody else does. It may sound like it, but it's not. You're your own you, and what makes a business successful and makes it grow is what you being you is all about. So we're often misled by key points and how they combine to create a solid strategy, that what's different to competitors. So questions you want to ask are the what, who, how questions. So what are we selling? Who are we selling it to? And how will we supply our customers? And with these three out, is our objective reasonable? So are we on the right track? Are we doing what, who, how reasonably?